Testing, test, 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 test. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome to Simple Self Care. Welcome to Simple Self Care. This is your Simple Self Care reset. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to Simple Self Care. This is your reset. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Simple Self Care. This is your self care reset. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is your self care reset. Welcome in, welcome in. So glad you're here, whether you're catching this live or watching the replay. Know that this is a time for you. This is your space to pause, reflect, and pour back into yourself. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad to see you. This is your reminder to slow down, take a deep breath, and take care of you. Welcome in. Welcome to Simple Self Care. So glad to have you. So glad to have you. Welcome in. Welcome in. So glad you're here. This channel is about realistic, guilt free self care for busy women who do it all, but need to start doing something for themselves too. Does that sound like you? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to get started in just a moment. All right, so we're going to get started. Today is Simple Self Care. This is Simple Self Care. This is your self care reset, and we are so glad you're here. We are so glad that you are here. If this is your first time, we're going to ask that you like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you be a part of our team. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me see some likes. Let me see some likes. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me see some likes here. Yes. Yes. This is your simple self care reset. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so that you don't miss our reset sessions. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome in. Welcome to Simple Self Care. This is your self care reset. This is your simple self care reset. Come on in. So, these simple self care reset sessions are short, they're encouraging, and they're interactive. We want to encourage you to interact. I like interaction, right? That's how we all learn, that's how we all get inspired. So, I encourage your interaction, your comments. I encourage your comments. So, these interactive live reset sessions are where we talk about simple self care shifts that can make you reset your entire day. And they also encourage you to pour back into yourself. It's not complicated and it's not expensive. It's just intentional time for you, just for you. Does that sound like that sound good? Does that sound good? Go ahead and like this live, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. And share this with someone that you feel can benefit from it. So we encourage you to use the chat or comments to engage as we go. All right. So let's talk about simple self care. And this is your reset. So our topic for today is to create a no list. Create a no list. You may be asking to yourself, what is a no list? What is a no list? You probably heard of a to-do list. You probably heard of a to-do list. What is a no list? So a no list is a list where you write down all the things that you're going to say no to. You're going to write down all the things that you're going to say no to. So we're going to create a no list today in the chat. We're going to create a no list in the chat today. So many of us are burnt out, not because we're doing too much, but because we're doing too much that doesn't actually serve us. Does that sound familiar? Drop one in the comments if that sounds familiar. If that sounds like you, drop one in the comments that we're doing so much, but not enough for us, not enough that serves us. Drop a one in the comments if that sounds like you. So I want to challenge you today to say no more intentionally. To say no more intentionally. And I want you to remember that no is a full sentence. N-O. You don't have to explain. You don't have to qualify. You don't have to quantify. One word. N-O, period. That's a full sentence. That is a full sentence. It's not arrogant. When you say no to things that don't serve you, you say yes to things that do. And so we're going to encourage you to start thinking about ways to say no, because oftentimes we overextend ourselves. We pour so much into others and we forget to fill our own tank. And I always think of it this way: if I can't take care of me, I can't take care of you. How can I take care of you if I'm depleted? Right? And so it's so important to remember us. Everybody gets our time, our energy, our space, our everything. And we often end up going lacking. And so we're going to encourage you to begin to think about you. Many of us don't even have ourselves on our mind. We get up on autopilot, got to do this, got to go here, got to do this for this person, got to go here, got to go to work, got to take care of my responsibilities at work, got to come home, got to cook dinner, and it goes on, gotta. It goes on and on and on, right? And when it comes to us, oh well, oh well, we just climb into bed at night, close our eyes, and many of us aren't even asleep. Our eyes are closed all night. And it's not a restful sleep because we wake up more exhausted than when we went to bed the night before. And so we're going to talk about saying no. Saying no doesn't mean that you have to say no to everything, but we need to say no to some things, right? There's some things that we just really need to say no to. And so this is a reminder that sometimes we just need to say no, right? And so maybe it's no to overcommitting. Maybe it's no to overcommitting yourselves. Maybe, there's invites and we just go to everything. We just sometimes I respectfully decline. It's just that simple. I respectfully decline. It's not about being arrogant. And you know how to say it. You know what to do. Not about putting people down or disrespecting people, but sometimes, you know, I'm just not going to be able to make this one. I won't be able to come. Maybe you can't go. Send a card, send a gift, send a gift through the registry. Maybe you can't go. Maybe you can't go. Maybe you can go, but you can't stay the whole time. You know, learn how to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need in this moment? What's important to me? What do I need right now? Sometimes you just have to check in with you and figure it out. Figure out what is it that my body needs? What does my mind need? What does my soul, my spirit need? What do I need in this moment? And begin to think about that and begin to give back to yourself. Does that mean that you don't give to others? No, no. But it does mean that you do give to you, right? So maybe it's saying no to over committing yourself, over extending yourself, right? Sometimes you're on a committee or in an organization, whatever, and there's a meeting at night during the week, and you gotta go home, make dinner, help the kids with the homework, da 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 da. Sometimes you can't go to that meeting. Not all the time, but sometimes I just won't be able to get there tonight. I just am not going to be able to get there tonight, period. Right. And again, it goes back to checking in with you. So saying no to overcommitting, maybe it's saying no to negative self talk. Maybe it's saying no to our own negative self talk. What does that look like? Somebody gives you a compliment. That's a nice dress. This whole thing, I've had this dress for years. This dress older than baseball, blah, 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 blah. Right? We go on and on and on about what's wrong with what it is that they complimented. Just say thank you. Just say thank you. Right? If they noticed the dress and the dress was you wore that you bought the dress for a reason. If you didn't buy it, somebody gave it to you, you wore it for a reason. You liked it. Right? So what's wrong with someone else liking it? It's okay. It's okay to be complimented. And listen, I'm preaching to the choir because I have done the same thing, right? But I've learned, and it goes back to checking in with yourself. Someone compliments me, and sometimes I have to pause and just say thank you because I catch myself wanting to, water down the compliment. Don't do it. Don't do it. They compliment you, say thank you, right? And then learn to compliment yourself. Learn to uh, encourage self talk, positive self talk. Learn to begin to establish positive self talk with yourself. Get up in the morning and say, I do look good today. I look good. I feel great. Start the morning with positive self talk. I do that. Not all the time, but as much as I can and often, if I can, is just get up and start the day talking kind to yourself. Because if no one else talks kind to you, at least you have talked kind to yourself. Talk kind to yourself. Talk kind to yourself, right? And, I can't speak about self care without speaking about God and without speaking about the scriptures and how the word is a book full of kind words to you, right? So tap into the scriptures, tap into the word where God says, You are the apple of my eye. If you take that one thing all day and go with that, run with it. I'm the apple of God's eye. I am the apple of God's eye. God loves me. I'm the apple of God's eye. You know, start talking kind to yourself. If you can't think of anything good to say about yourself, dig into the scriptures, and there's plenty of kind things about you right in the word. Right in the word. So start speaking kind to yourself. Say no to negative self talk. Start speaking kind to yourself about yourself. Start talking about good things. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. Maybe it's sunny outside. It's such a beautiful day. The sun is out. Springtime is here. Flowers are blooming. It's a beautiful day. Maybe it's raining. It's a beautiful day. We need rain too. Rain makes the flowers grow, it makes the plants grow. We need rain as well. Rain cleanses the atmosphere, cleanses the everything that's in the earth. Rain is good for us. We need rain as well. It fills our reservoirs. Start flipping the script on that negative self-talk. Start talking kind to yourself. Be good to you, right? So start saying no to negative self-talk and yes to positive self-talk. And so here's a third example, maybe saying no to cleaning the whole house while you're already exhausted. Do we have to clean the house? Yes, if we don't have someone, on payroll to do it, then we need to do it ourselves, right? And so let's say you're already exhausted and there's some things that you need to do around the house. Maybe it has to stay until tomorrow. Maybe it has to stay until the weekend, right? It's all about balance. It's all about balance. It's all about creating a space for you, right? You know that the rugs need vacuuming, the floor needs to be swept, the furniture needs to be dusted and polished, all of the above. Maybe it's saying no to dusting and polishing and yes to vacuuming. Maybe it's saying, yes to vacuuming and dusting and polishing the furniture, but no to, I don't know, laundry. And maybe it's saying no to vacuuming, polishing, and dusting the furniture and laundry. Maybe it's just simply saying no, not today. Not today. The answer is no. No housework today. How does that sound? Drop one in the comments if that resonates with you. It resonates with me because I've done it. I come home and I'm like, wow, I really need to do some work in here. But it ain't happening today. Not today. It's not going to happen today. I think I'll take a nap. How about that? And it's just fine. The house will be there tomorrow, and so will the dust, and so will the laundry, right? And it's about balance. It's about balance. Maybe it's about creating a schedule. Maybe it's about creating a schedule. I'll dust on Tuesdays, I'll vacuum on Wednesdays, I'll do laundry on Thursdays, whatever works. It's about coming back to a system of organization and self care and things that honor you and things that work for you. It's about celebrating you, tapping into you and tapping into those things that you need, that which you need. What do you need? Maybe it's a nap. Maybe it's to sit down for 15 minutes with a cup of tea by yourself. Maybe it's turning on your favorite playlist, closing your eyes and just being, just sitting there. Just kick back, put your feet up, give yourself a minute. All right, so before I continue to ramble on, what I'm going to do, we're going to start creating a no list, a no list. Put two in the chat if any of this resonates with you. Let's see. Let's see who this resonates with. Put two in the chat if any of this resonates with you. If any of this resonates with you, let's see. So, what are some of the things that you can begin to say no to? What do you need to say no to? A little bit more. What do you need to say no to? Let's see it in the chat. Let's see it in the chat. What do you need to say no to? What do you need to say no to? Are you being overextended, overcommitted? How about the negative self talk? How about housework? How about housework? How about housework? How about overcommitting yourself? Let's see in the chats. What do you need to say no to? I see. Sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. And sometimes while you're doing that, let me just say that sometimes the answer is no. I'll give you an example. Sometimes I work better with examples. Let's say someone says, let's say you've been invited to an event, a dinner. You've been invited to a dinner and everybody just loves your fill in the blank, mac and cheese. Everybody loves your coconut pineapple cake. Everybody just loves your potato salad, you name it, right? And so when you show up at this dinner, everybody's looking for you to bring your famous potato salad, mac and cheese, um, coconut pineapple cake, fill in the blanks, whatever it is your specialty. They're looking for it. But let's say this time you just are out of gas, you are out of steam, and it's all you could do to get ready for the party. Now you got to go and shop and get the ingredients for this dish, and not only shop and get the ingredients for this dish, you have to come home and make the dish, right? And you've had a long week and you're tired, blah blah blah. This is how I do it. And I'm famous for this. Not all the time. Again, it's about balance and it's about checking in with yourself. But let's say this time you just don't have the steam to do it, right? And they call you and say, I know you're going to bring your famous whatever, mac and cheese, pineapple coconut cake. And this is what I do if they say this to me and they ask me. I say this. Here's what I can do. Here's what I can do. Write this in the chat. Here is what I can do. Maybe you want to adopt this for yourself. I say, here's what I can do. And maybe here's what you can do. Maybe what you can do is stop by the grocery store and pick up a dessert. Stop by the grocery store and pick up a bucket of potato salad. Stop by the grocery store and pick up a mac and cheese already prepared, right? It may not be your famous, but here's what I can do. And what does that do for you? It pushes the reset button for you. You reclaim some time, right? You reclaim the 2 hours, the time and energy to go to the grocery store, bring it home, unpack it, cook it, boil the noodles, make the cheese, cut up the cheese, blah blah blah. Like, right? It reclaims 2, 3 hours of time, energy expended that you would have had to expend to prepare this dish for this party, right? And you already overextended, depleted, exhausted, you name it, fill in the blanks. So, my famous word, here's what I can do. Here's what I can do, right? And you can go and pick up that cake or whatever, mac and cheese, on the way to the party, or, have it in the house, whatever, warm it up, whatever that looks like. And sometimes it's just, no, I can't even stop by the grocery store. You know what? Well, I won't be able to do that, but I am so looking forward to coming. Maybe, maybe it's not even about bringing food. Here's what I can do. How about if I bring some of the paper goods, right? They can take that or leave it. Maybe it's not even about bringing any food. Maybe it's about some of the paper goods. Or maybe it's just, no, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do that. But I'm so looking forward to seeing you. I won't be able to bring anything this time, but looking forward to seeing you there. Hmm. There's a way to say no. There is a way to say no to others and say yes to you. And again, it's being respectful to yourself. It's not disrespecting anyone else. It's respecting yourself. Sometimes it's just no one knows what kind of week you had. No one knows what kind of projects you had to work on at work and the late nights and the whatever. Nobody knows that but you. And because you know that, you are the only one who can address that. And so it's about saying yes to you, no to others, and yes to you, and reclaiming your peace. Reclaiming your peace, reclaiming your energy. So, is this resonating with anyone? I hope so. I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope it is. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and like my video, my go ahead and like my live if you haven't already. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope this is resonating with someone. Drop a 3 in the comments if it is. I hope this has been helpful and useful, and it's something that you can take with you. It's been practical. I know it's been good for me, right? If it hasn't resonated with anyone but me, it was good time spent. It was good time spent. This has resonated with me. This has resonated with me. So, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you are ready to take your self care journey a step further, I would like to invite you to check out my 30-day self care journal. I would like to extend to you an invitation to check out my 30-day self care journal. There is a link in the bio. If you click on that, it will take you directly to the journal. And let me tell you a little bit about the journal. The journal is a 30-day self care journal, right? It's a 30-day journal, right? But you can use it over and over and over and go all year with it, right? Because it is a roadmap for self-care, right? It allows you, it's an invitation to slow down and start thinking about you. It's an invitation to slow down and to start thinking about you. And I would encourage you to print it out. And here's why. We are plugged up all day, whether it's our phone, our tablet, our laptop, we're plugged in at the computer at work, we're plugged in all day long, right? We're plugged in. But when it comes to, and I'll speak for myself, right? You can definitely make a decision. I will speak for myself. When it comes to my self care, I find that what works for me is to step back, to step away from all of the, what word do I want? Step away from all of the stimulus, step away from the scrolling, step away from the clicking, step away from the, tap on this, click on that. It's a way to just step back, take my journal, pick up a pen of my choice. Maybe you have a really nice pen. Maybe you have markers that have, colors. You can highlight, you can write in different colors. It's a way to just kind of step back and enjoy the creativity of thinking of what are you grateful for, right? There's a place for you to write down, what am I grateful for today? Write down some gratitude things that you're grateful for. Write down, there's a place where you can write down your blessings. What blesses me? What was I blessed with today? How was I blessed? There's a space there for you to write affirmations. There's a list of affirmations where you can just sit quietly and say them to yourself, right? There's a place for your self care appointments, your hair care, your skin care, your pedicures, your manicures. Maybe you don't do those things formally, but maybe you do them anyway for yourself at home. And you can write that it's an appointment with yourself. It's an appointment with yourself. I'm going to give myself a facial on Saturday, right? Write that down, right? So this self care journal is special to me, right? Because it's an appointment with myself. It's an appointment to step back and just focus on me, reconnect with me, give back to me, and pour into me. And so I invite you to check out my 30-day self care journal. It's a blessing to me, and I'm sure it will be a blessing to you as well. It's a simple but powerful guided journal designed to help you reset, reflect, and reconnect with yourself one day at a time. And so there's a link in my bio. If you head on over to my Beacon store, you can certainly grab a copy, check out my journal. Just click the link in the bio. Click the link in the bio. It's in the description. It's in the description. And so, again, if you have not already, like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. It would be so helpful for me. It allows me to know that you're enjoying my resets, right? Turn on your notifications so that you can continue to enjoy the resets. And let me just remind you that self care isn't selfish, it's essential. It's not selfish. It is not selfish. It is essential. Don't let anyone um, try and tell you that taking care of yourself is selfish. If you don't take care of you, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? And let me tell you this, if you don't take care of you, it's going to be pretty hard to take care of others because you won't have anything left. You won't have anything left. A car with no gas will eventually just stop. If you don't give your car gas, try it. Don't try it. Don't try it because we don't want you running out of gas. But if you do not give your car gas, it will stop on you, right? And so every so often, you got to fill that gas tank. It's the same with us. We just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And eventually, we are on fumes. So give yourself permission to reset, to rest, and reclaim your peace, starting with something as simple as saying no. So thank you for showing up today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care of you and keep it simple. Thank you. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. If you can hear me, put one in the chat. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me by putting one in the chat. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, welcome to Simple Self Care. We're so glad you're here. So glad to have you here. And we are going to get started. Whether you're catching this live or watching the replay, know that this is your time, this is your space to pause, reflect, and pour back into yourself. So, thank you so much for joining. And today, we are going to dive into creating a no list. This is your simple self care reset. And today, we are going to create a no list. And you may be asking to yourself, what is a no list? Well, I'm sure that you've heard of a to do list, but today we're going to create a no list, right? And so you may be thinking to yourself, what is a no list? So a no list is a list where you begin to write down all the things that you need to say no to. So often we say no to everything and everyone else. Everything and everyone else. Yes, I hear you. That means I have to trash my yes list. No, that doesn't mean you have to trash your yes list. But I am going to unpack this no list and we are going to show you how to create it and exactly what it means, right? So, just before we get started with that, let me just tell you that these simple self care reset sessions are short, they're encouraging, they're interactive. And this is where we talk about a simple shift that can help you to pour back into yourself. So, it's not complicated and nor is it expensive. It's just an intentional time just for you. So we're going to encourage you to use the chat, use the comments to engage as we go, because we want this to be an interactive session and we're going to inspire each other today. So again, today's reset topic is to create a no list. Many of us are just burned out. Burned out. Type one in the comments if you can resonate with this. Many of us are burned out, and not so much because we're doing too much, but because we're doing too much that doesn't actually serve us. Does that sound familiar? I know it does with me. I do so much, but then you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, how does it serve me? Does it serve me? Did it serve me? And so today, we're going to challenge you to say no more intentionally. So let's talk about, let's unpack this for a minute. So maybe, yes, exactly. Yes, so maybe saying no could mean saying no to overcommitting yourself. How many of you can resonate with this? Sometimes we are overcommitted, overextended. We have promised that we would go here and go there, go to this meeting, do that. We have an event over the weekend. We have a meeting Tuesday night. We have this commitment. We have that commitment. Maybe saying no means saying no to overcommitting myself for the week, right? Maybe I have four things scheduled, but I can only make three. Maybe I can only make two. Maybe I can't make any of it because I'm just exhausted this week. And remember that saying no to something, and someone's or some things, some events, saying no to those things means saying yes to you. It means saying yes to you. So it's not about being disrespectful or anything else, but it is about respecting you and your time and your space and your energy, right? And so it's so important to think about prioritizing ourselves. We need to think about prioritizing ourselves, right? If this is resonating, type one in the chat. If this resonates with you so far, we have to prioritize our energy. We have to prioritize our well-being. And so again, saying no to others a lot of times means saying yes to you. Because think about it. If you can't take care of you, you can't take care of anyone else. If you're burnt out, depleted, wiped out, exhausted, what are you going to do for someone else? Nothing, right? And so if we have commitments, responsibilities, people, and things that we have to take care of, we are the first priority, right? Because we have to fill our own tank. If you drive your car for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and never put gas in it, that car will stop on you, right? That's guaranteed. That car will stop. So think about your own tank. Think about your own body. We just keep going for miles and miles and miles, and weeks and months, and we never step back, check in, and say, what do I need? What is it that I need today? How can I care for me today? What is it that my body needs? Have I had a glass of water? Have I had a glass of water? And then we end up, we feel dizzy, headache, whatever. Sometimes you just dehydrated. Sometimes you just need some water, right? I once heard it said that by the time you get thirsty, you're already dehydrated. By the time you get thirsty, you're dehydrated already. And so we have to take time to check in and say, what is it that I need? What do I need? Right? Do I need some water? Do I need a nap? Do I need to just sit in a chair, close my eyes, put my feet up, and just be? What do I need today? Right? And so maybe it's saying no to overcommitting yourself. Maybe it's saying no to negative self talk. All right. I'm guilty of that. Right. Negative self talk. How do we talk negatively to ourselves? Right. Have you ever someone you get dressed, you go out and someone's, that's a beautiful dress. This old thing, this dress is old as baseball. Stop yourself right there, right? Obviously you wore the dress for a reason, you bought it for a reason, or if it was a gift, you put it on, you wore it for a reason, you liked it, right? So if you liked it, then the dress is likable, and if someone else compliments you, then why would you water down the compliment? So begin to think about your negative self-talk. How do you talk negatively to yourself during the day, right? And if you can't think of a way to speak positively about yourself, look in the scriptures. God's word is full of positive things that he says about you. You're the apple of my eye, he says. God says, you are the apple of my eye. So you can run with that. If you don't say anything else all day, I am the apple of God's eye. I am indeed the apple of God's eye. I'm the apple of God's eye. I'm the apple of God's eye, right? And so begin to develop a habit and a system of speaking positively about yourself and losing the negative self talk. Start talking positively to yourself about yourself. And when you begin to do that, you will resonate that will resonate from you. You will begin to glow. You will begin um, to that will resonate from you. People will see that on you, right? So maybe it's saying no to negative self talk. And the third example I'll give is maybe it's saying no to cleaning the whole house while you're already exhausted. I've done that. I'll come home and the house needs work, and I just jump in and start vacuuming, jump in and throw in some laundry, jump in and start dusting. Stop that. Stop it. Because first, check in with you. Maybe it means that I can vacuum but not dust. I can dust but not do the laundry. Maybe it means I can't do the laundry, I can't vacuum in, I can't dust. I need a nap. Check in with yourself. What do you need? And give yourself permission to give yourself what you need. Maybe it's a nap. Maybe I just need to sit in a nice chair, close my eyes, put my feet up, listen to some soft music, and relax. Close my eyes and just relax. Maybe I need a cup of tea. Maybe I just need 10, 15 minutes just to sip on a nice, relaxing cup of tea. What do I need? Check in with you. Give yourself permission to take care of you and to just be. And so now let's make this real. So in the comments, I want you to share one thing or two things that you need to say no to this week. What do you need to say no to? What do you need to say to no to? Is it overcommitting yourself? Is it overextending yourself? Maybe it's negative self-talk. Maybe it's cleaning the whole house. Maybe it's doing some, I don't know, some housework, some chore, something. What do you need to say no to? Maybe it's a meeting that you have that you just I just can't do it this week. Maybe it's during the week, maybe it's late at night. I just can't. I not this week. I can't do it. Maybe it's, do I provide self-care coaching? I will put it, why don't you DM me and I will certainly circle back to you. Yes, yes, yes. Saying yes to yourself. Saying yes to yourself. But what if it makes you feel selfish or guilty? And that's why I'm here to tell you and to submit to you that self care is not selfish. Self care is not selfish, it's a necessity. And what your self care routine and journey starts to do once you engage in a self care journey, it will begin to show you that you are a priority. It will show you that you are worth it. It will show you that you are deserving of it. And guess what? That guilt will melt away. That guilt will begin to dissolve, right? That guilt will begin to dissolve. Because I've been there. I've been there. I've felt guilty. I've felt selfish. And I think you have to stare that selfishness and that guilt in the face and say, you know what? You may be there now, but I'm going to tell you that I am a priority. Sometimes you have to speak to it. You have to speak to those things. Speak those things that are not as though they were, right? Maybe you feel guilty now, but then you tell that guilt, I'm a priority. That guilt rises up and starts speaking to you. Yeah, but just this is selfish. Yeah, yeah, but I'm going to do it because I'm worth it. I deserve it. And once you begin to develop a conversation with yourself and internalize the fact that I am a priority, I am worth it, I am deserving, I am the apple of God's eye, that's where that self talk comes in. That's where that self talk comes in. And I create it. And that's why, you know what? I am going to invite you. I am going to invite you to check out my 30-day self care journal. I have a 30-day self care journal that I prepared just for you. And it started with me. That journal started with the need to take care of me. And so in that journal, there are pages there is a list of affirmations, right? And there's a page where you can create your own affirmations. There's a page where you can list the things that you are blessed by. What blesses me? How have I been blessed? There is a section where you can talk about what I'm grateful for. And what this journal does is it creates an invitation for you to check in with yourself. It creates an invitation for you to push the reset button, right? It creates an appointment for you. And the way that you use this journal, I am going to suggest that you print it out. And here's why. We are plugged up all day. We're plugged in, whether you're on your smartphone, whether you're on your tablet, your PC, we're at work on a computer. We always plugged in. We are always plugged in. We are always clicking on something. We always tap this, click that, do this, do that. But when you print that journal out, here's what it does. And I can speak from experience. Here's what it does for me. It allows me to sit back with real paper, pages, a paper and pen. I pick up my favorite pen. Maybe you have markers that have colors and markers and pens, your favorite pen. To me, that journal allows me to sit back, step back, make an appointment with myself, write down things, create, think, rather than scrolling and clicking and tapping and click. It's, it works for me when I print it out and I'm able to sit back in a chair, think, what am I grateful for? Maybe I put my head back, close my eyes, think about what am I grateful for today? What three things blessed me today? And then you write them down. You have to stop and think, not scroll and click. All right. There's nothing wrong with scrolling and clicking. I'm not saying don't do electronics. I'm not saying that. We're in an electronic technological age. I do it too all day. But when it comes to my self care, I like to do it differently. I like to do it differently. I like to unplug when it comes to my self care. Do I have pins with prompts on it? I will certainly, I will certainly tap into that. I will certainly tap into that. Tim's with pins with prompts on it. That is excellent. That is an excellent suggestion. I love it. I love it. You will see them in my shop. Yes, you will. Pins with prompts. Pins with prompts. I love it. I love it. That's amazing. That is amazing. And I'm so glad if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope this is resonating with you. If it is, write two in the chat. Type two in the chat if this has resonated with you. If this has resonated with you, I want you to write two in the chat. Write two in the chat. And is there anything else that you can think of that you can say no to this week? One thing. What is one thing that you can say no to or that you need to say no to this week? Anything else? And again, in my bio, you will see a link to my Beacon store. I invite you to check out my 30-day self-care journal. I invite you, I'm telling you, it has blessed me. That journal blesses me. It has blessed my life. It has blessed my life. It is an invitation to your own celebration. That 30-day journal invites you to celebrate you. It invites you to step back, kick back, and think about you and to prioritize you and to put yourself on the top of your list. Because if you don't, something else will. There will be something else at the top of your list waiting to take your energy, waiting to deplete you. Put yourself on top of the list. Get up in the morning on the top of your own list. Start speaking to yourself when you hit the floor. This is a great day. This is the great day. This is the day the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Get up in the morning and start speaking over your day. Start speaking over your life. Start speaking over your body. Start speaking over your health. Start speaking over your time. I will have a great day. I will be energetic today. Today is my day. Today is the day the Lord has made for me. Start speaking over yourself every day. And then when you sit down with that journal, begin to reflect on the things that you're grateful for. And so what you're doing through all of this, speaking over your day, your affirmations, checking in with yourself, writing in the journal, you are creating the abundant life that God meant for you to have. You are creating peace in your life. You are creating energy in your life. You are creating well-being in your life. Take that nap. Sometimes we sit down and we just nodding. Go lay down. Go lay down. Sometimes we sitting there, we just nodding. We exhausted. Go somewhere and sit down. Lay down. Put your feet up. Give yourself 30 minutes. Maybe it's a 30-minute power nap. Maybe it's a 15-minute power nap. Maybe you need an hour. Put your feet up. Take care of you. Do you. Yes. Yes. I could talk about this all day. I love it because it has been a blessing to me to start my self-care journey and journal as well. It has been a blessing to start my self-care journey, and that journal has been a wonderful part of my journey. And I guarantee I can guarantee that once you begin your self-care journey, if you haven't already, you will see a major difference. You are going to fill your tank. You are going to fill your tank and give back to you. You are going to bless yourself. You're going to celebrate you. You are going to invite yourself to your own celebration. Yes, you will. And so, again, like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. Grab a copy of my 30-day self care journal. It will bless you indeed. Yes, it will. It's simple, it's powerful. It's a guided journal designed to help you reset, reflect, and reconnect with yourself one day at a time. And so, as a reminder, I want you to remember that self care is not selfish, it is essential. It is not selfish, it is essential. Give yourself permission to rest, reset, and reclaim your peace, starting with something as simple as saying no. Thank you so much for showing up today. It has been a pleasure and an honor to have you here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care of you and keep it simple. Thanks, guys. Thank you. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
use and